I have questions coming out the yin-yang about yin-yang phrases. Yin-yang is the Chinese philosophy of light and shadow, often signifying the need for balance or that everything exists in balance. But the reasonably enjoyable to use phrase, up the yin-yang, or out the yin-yang, doesn't really make sense in this context, and it seems the spelling in the phrase has changed too, as it means to do something in the extreme, or to have a profusion of something. It sounds like it should be referring to a long river that someone has to travel up, connoting an extreme of something. I can't find an online etymology of this even after Googling and looking on Wiktionary amongst other online dictionaries, only a few discussion here and poor explanation here. Where did this phrase come from? Am I using it right?
Your yin-yang is a minced-oath for one or another excretory orifice. So yes, you are using it right, although I would myself set it in lowercase, and possibly hyphenate it or fuse into a single word, yin-yang yin-yang. It is similar to, really, equivalent to, up the wazoo, or any number of similar nonsense terms for the unmentionable parts. The somewhat reduplicative yin-yang also gets used for the same thing that other reduplicatives like ding-dong, ding-a-ling, dong-along, pangwang, willy-dilly, wanga-danger, wanga-doodle, and hooradilly all also do, and is similar in construction. Ramalama ding-dong may or may not be related, sometimes those have hyphens and sometimes they don't. Here is one reasonably citable reference. Take a term rendered in a foreign language, let's say yin and yang. Have people start mispronouncing and misspelling it as yin and yang, bring in a slang term for what polite people call the buttocks, she's got talent up the yin-yang, at a rap group called the Yin-Yang twins, and pretty soon more people will think that yin is correct, not so wazoo, another reference to one's posterior. As with yin-yang, the phrase out the wazoo means an abundance. One can also claim that something is a pain in the wazoo, and even people who don't know what a wazoo is will understand. Here, the venerable Oxford English Dictionary weighs in. While it professes not to know the origin of wazoo, it says that others suspect it may come from the French oiseau, or bird, through a Louisiana Creole term, réseau, for raspberry. Those with particularly fertile dirty minds may be able to make the connection, it's almost exclusively American. These are North American slang terms, which is probably why they seem foreign to you if you are in the UK.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.